I wanted to make this short video. I want to make it as short as possible. Don't buy a horse. Don't get into the horse world. Don't buy a horse. The reason why that I say don't buy a horse is because a lot of horses get neglected in their life. Most people want a horse for their kid. They buy it. The kid gets bored after like a year or so. Whenever the kid turns into a teenager or something, they're like, yeah, I don't give a fuck anymore. And honestly, a lot of horses get abused whenever they are bought. And it's just a really sad case because my horse was abused to hell. And I still think that his owner deserves to be kicked in the balls. Like, until they burst. I have so much hatred towards that fucking man. My horse was named Shekinah from Shekinah Ranch, and I have so many reasons why I hate that barn and why I hate that man, and I could do a whole entire video on that later. If anyone actually wants to know the whole story. But anyway, you shouldn't buy a horse because the main reason is, other than the cost, or if you get a free horse or if you adopt a horse, the problem is you don't know anything about that horse. And once somebody fucks up a horse, you're gonna really need to be patient. You're gonna have a lot of vet bills. There's just gonna be a lot of things that happen. And trust me, it's not fun. I didn't want to have to fucking see my horse just suffer from that bastard. And honestly, I think the hardest part is whenever you get attached to an old horse and then they pass away, or if they get tumors or anything and then they have to be put down. The thing is, you not want them to be put down, and so you'll just be like, oh, can we just put him on medicine? Well, my boy was on medicine. He was on a lot of medicine for a while, and it helped him. And then just tumors got so bad, the old owner didn't even do shit. He never took care of them. He never did anything. And I can actually I have footage of how fucked up this man is. My horse's leg, before I owned him, a year before I owned him, he was in a pasture. He was thrown. There was a pile of dead animals behind the hit. It was on a hill, and it was like behind the hill. Yeah, there was a pile of rotting animals. Yeah, he threw this horse that was in his late 20s into this field because he was blind, and because if he died, he could just throw him in the pile, which is so fucked up because there's living animals, and that's not how you properly discard a body of an animal. That's illegal in Pennsylvania. I didn't see it, but my dad did, and honestly, that still fucks me up to this day. But anyway, the point that I'm trying to make is that horses can get sick for any reason. It doesn't matter. Anything can happen, and you can't just take them. You can't just load them in your car and drive to the vet or whatever, like you could with a dog or a cat or a small animal. With a horse, you have to have a trailer. You have to have all these things. And luckily, I never got a trailer, but I never had to actually, borrow someone's trailer and go out to a vet. My vets actually came to our barn, and when my horse had to get his eyelids sewn shut, which was for medical reasons, my vets actually said it was the best option for him, just because, his owner really fucked up. Which I took good care of it. I took good care of him. And, but the sad truth is a horse will die. They will die, and you can't just go in the backyard, dig a hole, and bury them. The thing is, it varies for every state what you can do with a livestock's body. I know this sounds so morbid, but I really, really, really want to prepare people who own horses or who are thinking to get a horse. Because the thing is, in Pennsylvania, you are not allowed to actually bury a horse's body near live animals. So if you're at a boarding barn, you have to call somebody to actually take the body, which I had to, which I was not happy about, and it destroyed me. I didn't get to watch the shot, and honestly, I don't think people should watch the shot. And also, I just want to tell everybody that if you don't watch the shot, it's not you're not a bad person. I still blame myself, and I wish I didn't, but my fucking mental health hates me. But if you don't watch that shot, if you watch the shot, the thing is, it doesn't make you a bad person if you don't. That shit's hard. And then I do recommend though that you go see them after they've gotten the shot and they are pronounced deceased, which it will destroy you. And I recommend getting a good pair of sharp scissors or multiple pair of sharp scissors and a small backpack and just shearing off their manes and their tails. And if they have horseshoes or whatever, you can ask about that. Just get as much as you need or as you want. I cut my horse's mane off, and I got a lot of his tail. And my hands were bleeding from how thick his tail was. And my scissors dulled the hell. But I just want to say that the thing is, you will most likely have to call somebody and say, and if you're at a boarding barn, you'll have to call somebody most likely and ask them to take the horse. And what they do with it, I recommend asking, regardless if you're going to be there or not. I wasn't there, but you know what? I was told he was gentle with all the horses, so I don't know. It's been almost 2 years exactly. And it still fucks me up, because I work there still, and just you get flashbacks and it hurts. But the thing is, just be aware that your horse is going to die one day, and you have to accept that they're not going to live extremely long lives like humans can. And I'm so sorry to have to be the bearer of this news, but spend as much time as you can with that horse, because they can and will die. And, like, I don't want to sound like a dick or anything, but I just want people to actually be prepared, unlike I was. I wasn't ready for that day. I only got him legally in my care for less than 9 months. It was more like 8.5, and it fucked me over. But I had known him for years. Just, please, be prepared. And just spend every minute like it's your last. Anyway. Yeah. I'm sorry for the dark video. I really needed this off my chest, because I saw a video of somebody who had recently got a horse, and I'm sorry, but this needs to be addressed. Alright. Bye.